Hi, it's Red-Headed Riding Hood here, red for short. I'm going to read you William Barclay's Daily Celebration. This is about clothes. It's kind of like about, it kind of is his view on dressing up for church, I guess, or maybe school uniforms. It's interesting. But this was a different time. I don't, he lived in the 70s and he lived in, the 60s, 70s in Scotland. So he said, it's about clothes. I wonder how many congregations still make it a rule that their elders should be at the sacrament of communion wear a morning coat, striped trousers, and perhaps a white tie. That's just wild. I can't even imagine that. Striped trousers, really? Striped trousers? The answer to that question, I simply do not know. It did not meet me in my own ministry in a parish, firstly because my own congregation was an artisan congregation in which any such regulation would have been impossible to enforce. And secondly, because the greater part of my ministry lay within the war years. So that was way back in the 40s. And clothing coupons would have ruled out any such possibility. It may well be that there are now no congregations which make this a rule, but I think that there are still a fair number in which it is still the understood practice, at least in my native Scotland. What is to be said for it, and what is to be said against it? To dress all alike certainly obliterates differences. The likeness does away with the differences and therefore does away with any kind of competition, although without being cynical, one may well say that any such competition is much more likely to arise among the female membership of the church than among the male membership. Still, there is something to be said for uniformity. To have a dress which is a uniform is no bad thing. It does appear to show that a man is on duty and that he is not ashamed to show that he is on duty. It identifies a man as doing a particular kind of job and as being the kind of man who is perfectly willing to show that it is so. It is a sign of respect. We normally dress carefully if we are going to any social or important function. It could be argued that the same principle should apply to those who go to serve in the house of God. I do not think that there is really anything else to be said for this custom. To many, these reasons will seem good enough reasons for observing it. On Monday will be part 2 about clothes, though. Okay. Don't say that no one cares for you, because I do, and God does too. Don't forget to pray for Red, because Red is praying for you. Bye.